What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and we need to talk a little bit more about Uncharted Battlefield. We kind of have our challenge currently pending, and we need to move on to battles 4, 5, and 6, which you can see I've kind of already done. I've already built my my units for this, so let's just jump in and do it. And I'll be honest with you, we're pretty much running the same units as last time. So we've got Eyes here, we've got Ryu here. Ryu's only level 60, which is funny, and Eyes is only level 70, so let's go. Sometime here soon, we'll be getting level 100, which is unthinkable to me. Like, I've still got units that are level 60, because there's just not enough materials unless you go full pay to win. And for those guys that don't know, because I get a lot of questions in the comments, where's your whale account, blah, 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 blah. Honestly, guys, I'll be completely frank with you. I used to whale really, really, really hard on DanMemo. We used to spend stupid amounts of money on DanMemo. But I don't think that's realistic. Now, I do spend money on the game, but I only really honestly spend it when I see value in the game. And I hate to say it, but they've done a lot to fix the gacha system. So I'm a little bit more forthcoming nowadays, but I was extremely frugal in the beginning of the game. I really was not sure how I felt about this game at the start of it. Now, after the anniversary and all that, they've actually, upped their game. They've done a lot better, but I just don't have the need/desire to really go full whale mode on this game. So I'm just not going to. Sorry, guys. It's just the reality. Like, and I don't think really, I hate to say it, but I don't, if you honestly compare this to DanMemo, you just don't get the same value for your dollar. So that's my honest assessment. Okay. So that's my little rant over with. So Eyes handled it, but Eyes was really, really, really close to the tattered edge on this one. And that's what we actually want to see. And as I've said before, the closer we are to like the sheer ledge between, victory and defeat, is more items, more equipment, more stuff that we can save for the later battles. So let's go ahead and get into Battle 5. Oop, I do need to do a little recovery here, so we'll do that real quick. Cool. Battle 5. And this is yellow element, so we're going to jump in here with Lunar. And actually, I have the Seer Assist on here, but I think the Seer Assist is more than enough. Lunar is level 80, so she's a little more robust in this situation. I don't have any equips on her, and I honestly don't feel like she needs them, if I'm totally honest. Now, here's the full disclosure on the Lunar decision. I do feel like Lunar is the one non-time limited unit that has the highest likelihood of defeating the final round, but it is going to take some work. It is going to take some bods. I basically am going to have no choice but to, well, number one, we're going to do some more summons on the current banner before it goes away. Number two, I've got a ton of free-to-play tickets that we're going to be expunging here shortly. So, there are opportunities on the table for us to get more Lunar bonds, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do this with her at her current level unless we just go completely all out with the equips and get really lucky on the RNG. So, really just assessing it, I think we're going to have to go with a time-limited unit in the end. But we'll see. We'll cross that bridge. Right now, I'll use Lunar, and if we wind up going a different direction with it, I'm going to have to do a lot of testing on that final level. But if we do wind up using a Lunar, we'll cover the changes and whoever we use here and all that. But for now, she's the easiest, fastest way to get through this, and she doesn't require any equips. So it's a means to an end. As you can see, she's not sweating. She doesn't need equips. She's absolutely not sweating this at all. So if I can get here and get up to that final level without needing to use equips here, that gives me more opportunities when I rerun this to use Lunar later on. I know it sounds counterproductive. It is a bit weird, but it's just the way my mind is kind of always tackles Uncharted Battlefield. I really do tackle this like a miser. I'm very item frugal when it comes to running this, to the point of potentially just being item cheap. But I'm comfortable with that. All right. So we are going with a blue element here, and I am sticking with Tione. I think Tione is a fantastic option here. She's level 70, and I don't need her any higher than that. 2 SSR equips, or 2 SSR scene cards, and a UR item. She's gonna tackle this. It's gonna be great. She was when this game first dropped. She was one of the best units in the batch, and she was one of my first draws, and I absolutely regret nothing about all the upgrades I've done to her. The downside is I do feel like the water team is really robust, and so as far as like upgrading her and all that, I just don't see as much value putting those items into upgrading her to level 80, especially not level 100 when that comes out, versus, you know, like a mid and other units like that, and even some of the time limited units. So that's why she's still chilling at level 70. Not that she doesn't per se deserve it, she absolutely does. But look how much she's doing at level 70. I mean, yes, at level 80 I could save some equips, but I only need SSR equips here. So again, going back to me being a miser, I could save myself a huge headache and a huge hassle just by keeping her. And I guess the green eyes is roughly the same way. I could keep her at her current level and just do my job. There we go. Ooh. Okay, I think she took a little bit of extra damage. Let's retest that. So let's go ahead and jump in. And we got this. So there you go. It's good stuff. Like, she's absolutely putting in work, and I love it. All right. Wipe all them out. Now, we got to see how much health we have when we get to the boss. That's going to be the biggest decision maker here. I think she's going to be okay. Like I said, in the test run, I don't remember her having issues. But, you know, once again, that was the better part of a week ago. So maybe my memory is failing me in my extremely old age. Highly likely. All right. So we got, what, 3/4 of our health? 2/3. So long as we can keep from taking, like, insane amounts of damage here, which, of course, she's standing in the line of fire. All right, break the barrier. Yes, yes. Knock him down. Knock him down. Take him out. Break that barrier, girl. Go. Yes. He is down. And we are, what, half health? Yes, let's go. The AI does some really incomprehensible nonsense, but honestly here, oh, come on. Girl. She just took a big hit she didn't need to take. Get him. Get him! Really? Stupid ant. I hate those things. I hate that the AI just, like, watches this giant attack coming and stands there like you're an attacker, not a tank. Like, you are a DPS. Why are you doing this thing? But we made it. Once again, on the ragged edge, but that is okay. We will come back into our next 3. That's when this gets a little harder. So pretty much at this point, let's just kind of move on here real fast. So we've got our first few fights out of the way, right? I think the only fight is what? Purple, I think we have left? Yeah. So we've got our purple fight left, and everything else after that is the final fight for each element. So we have 2 electric fights coming up. Then we've got our next blue fight, and like I said, the earth element, the white element, or yellow element, I swear, I'm not colorblind, is last. So, yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date, and I'll be back real soon.